How you doing, everybody? You good? So take a look. We are in Capernaum, and I will try to give you a short brief, not too long, because I know that when I make it too long, people will lose attention at some point. So we are in Capernaum, Kfar Naḥum in Hebrew, and you are with Moses' nephew, Itamar. And I'm gonna give you a few minutes about Capernaum, this beautiful, beautiful site that we have along the Sea of Galilee by the shore. We are in the Catholic part of Capernaum, not too far from us. We can see in between the trees these beautiful pink domes over there. You can see it. That's more of the Orthodox Capernaum. The Orthodox side, of course, I'm talking about nowadays. A lot of archaeological remains that we have over here in the site is controlled by the Franciscans. And take a look at these amazing things we have. We have these archaeological remains. Very cool. And take a look. This is either the representation of the Ark of Covenant or a carriage that was used to transport the house, the large and written scrolls of the Jewish Torah. The first 5 books of the Bible, okay, of each of which every synagogue had a copy. If it is that 400%, nobody can say 400% it is that. But guys, come on, this is exactly how we imagine it. And it is on wheels. For maybe some of the time, the Ark of Covenant was really moved to one place on wheels. Maybe some of the time wooden beams. It's pretty cool to see it. The most important symbol for the Jewish people, and it's more of a pure Jewish symbol than the Star of David, the menorah. And take a look, it is on 3 legs, as the menorah should be. But then it was damaged by the Romans. And the Romans, when they fixed it like with a Roman podium that we are familiar with, like the podium that we are getting our medals on, in the Olympic Games and all. Take a look, Zebedee, okay, the son of John, and they gave it to the synagogue of Capernaum. They donated this pillar, which means they were still Jewish. So some of them did follow Jesus, turned to Christianity, but some of the family stayed Jewish. Now we're walking over here and we can see it is written the synagogue. In the States, a lot of times what we call a synagogue over here in Israel will be a temple in the States. And I understand why, I understand where it is coming from. Because now the place where you pray is the synagogue. Till 2,000 years, the temple. There is no temple. So you pray in the synagogue for the last 2,000 years. So you get the name temple. But for us, we still make the difference. And synagogue as a gathering place was the place where you make a vote, where you preach, teach, decide on something as a community. But it's not the place where you pray. Till 2,000 years ago, after the Jewish temple was destroyed, that got to be the place of prayer. The late 4th century white synagogue built upon the remains of the synagogue from the time of Jesus. So we're talking about 4th century, above 2,000 years over here in this synagogue. And we can see this beautiful structure. Guys, do you understand? I'm talking with you about 1,600 years ago. Take a look at these pillars. And the second floor that was apparently to this synagogue in this side. Unbelievable that people could build like that 1,600 years ago. What of a beautiful synagogue, really amazing synagogue we have over here. So one of the pillars of Zebedee donation was over here as well. And they pray from here to the south, to Jerusalem, which is in this direction. Because in Jerusalem you pray, okay? In Jerusalem you pray. But if you're not in Jerusalem because the temple was destroyed, you're praying towards Jerusalem. So take a look more of the residential area of Capernaum. We see the Orthodox one behind the wall. And take a look at this modern church. Oh, what happened? What happened to my